Good morning, Terrence. It's your favorite alien. It's Friday, the 13th of April. Ain't this fun? Here in Georgia, nice weather. And I figure I'd do a video uh, and call it something like, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to call it, but I'll say a chat to Laura Ingram at Fox News. So here we go. Dear Miss Ingram, this is your favorite alien from Georgia. If you read my videos on YouTube, you'll first call me a quack, but I hope the videos stimulate something for you. And I'm writing you in response to your issues you're having with your sponsors on Fox News. Okay, I understand that you're a right-wing lady. That doesn't mean a thing, because I'm a centrist myself, but I know a lot of left-wingers and right-wingers. And being, like I said, an alien from another planet here, this is old hat to me because my society has been there and done that. We've gotten past this, as you guys call them here, hump. Okay. And here's your problem, Miss Ingram, and why the advertisers, and it's not a stage thing, it probably started out that way, but boycott. But if I were your advertisers, I would do what they're doing, because you can do your program a lot much better without denigrating or defamating or making people put downs. There's an easy way to make your point across without that. It's been done centuries ago by your guys. I mean, Shakespeare used to do it if you read his work. And Teddy Roosevelt was a great guy at putting you down without you even knowing it. I don't understand you Republicans, especially on the right, like Rush Limbaugh, Hannity from your channel, uh, Mr. O'Reilly from your X channel there. And you notice that the advertisers left him for another issue, of course, but it cost him his job. And Fox says it's going to stand by you. Now, Fox can only stand so long because you cost them money every time you go up there. But here we go, Miss Ingram. Here's my question. Why do you have to be so uh, close-minded, right-wing? You know that you can't govern. Look at President Trump. He's trying to govern from the right, and he's finding out that you can govern from the left easier than you can from the right. And it's because of your people here, so-called Americans. There have always been left-wingers. You right-wingers have always been a minority party. But you guys don't like it, and that infuriates you guys. And here's my other issue I have. You consider that right under free speech. Now, rights, something my planet gave up a long time ago, 1,000 of your years. If you read my other videos, and I'll explain a little bit here to you, my ancestral planet was just like yours here 1,000 of your years ago. It, in fact, looked kind of similar, except that it was a little more advanced. You guys have nuclear weapons? We had antimatter and particle beams. So can you imagine having a Second Amendment with particle beams all over the place? I mean, you can imagine how our society was. Disastrous, just like yours is here. Disastrous. And having a First Amendment where you had the right to denigrate people, with no limits. That's what your rights have, no limits. You assign rights to you, but you don't assign rights to anybody. Like my friend Bubba, you just don't assign anybody. See, there's Bubba. He doesn't have any rights. Poor guy. Right, Bubba? No rights for you? So, you don't have rights for, say, people outside the United States because you say that's constitutionally you know. And like I say in my other videos, you Americans, if an alien would hear you, all they would hear when they translate your language so they can understand it would be, "I love my Constitution." Yeah. You guys love money, power, who you could step on to get what you want. Agendas is what you guys love. Agendas, not Constitution. But that's a different story. We are here to talk about you and your advertisers. Do you want to get your advertisers back? Just keep your tone the way you're doing it, but change the way your tactics are. Because you're not going to get anywhere this way. And as a society, you guys are doomed anyway. Because as long as you have rights, you don't. Like I said, my ancestral planet blew themselves 3 centuries later. So 700 years ago, boom. Because they were like you guys, had these kind of stupid rights. And they had basically the similar rights, and they had their version of the first 10 amendments, or the Bill of Rights, as you call them. We used to call them the Bill of Pain, because that's what they were, the Bill of Pain. The people who left the planet and formed our own planets, and eventually we thrived and became a planet of 78, we decided to throw away rights and give people guarantees. You have the guarantee of assembly up to a certain point. You have the guarantee of speech up to a certain point. When you start being denigrating, dishonest, immoral, then we take action. Because, like you guys say here in your planet, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And you are finding that out with your advertisers. You just don't understand why. You think it's politically motivated. Most advertisers, I would say, yeah. But they got money in here. And this is what you don't understand. Your society is based on money. And until you change the way your society is and the way you rule and govern, you have to change for the good of the people. You don't have the good of the people in mind. You have the good of the Republican Party, the good of the Democratic Party, the good of Laura Ingram and Laura Ingram's show and Fox News. You can't run a life like that, let alone a country. Where is for the good of the race? And I don't mean white race, I mean human race. That includes black, red, and yellow. Where is the good of that? Until you guys get comprehension, which you don't have, or you wouldn't be saying the stuff you do on television, you can say what you want to say in a certain way that people will get the point. But the problem is, you're trying to say something and there's no comprehension here. And that's one thing that people in your society has been trying to teach you guys. Mahatma Gandhi tried. Martin Luther King tried. Heck, even Robert F. Kennedy tried. But you guys wouldn't listen to them because Robert F. Kennedy was a pain in the ass Democrat. So, you see? This is what I'm saying. So it's up to you. What do you say?